Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, hello. Thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, right now, I'm going to be doing an energy update for that twin flame. Yes. I was getting ready to do certain things that I needed to get done today, exorcisms being one of them. And then Michael tells me, Archangel Michael tells me, you have to do a twin flame energy update. And I was just like, I what? He said, an energy update is necessary because, well, some shit's going on. And it's this feeling that, because before I go ahead and do parasitic extractions, which is what an exorcism is, I have to prepare my energy in a certain way. And it's this sense that the whole twin thing needs an exorcism. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. I'm just going to be over here drinking my coffee for a second. My cold ass coffee to go with my cold ass feelings about this. All right. Let me quit messing around and pull some cards. So for those who are not familiar with twin stuff, I don't necessarily feel like I completely believe in twin things, but enough. I don't know. But anyways, so it's said that a twin flame or a twin ray is a divine counterpart. It's not your other half. It's a divine reflection of you. And just to recap, twins don't necessarily have to be in a romantic relationship. They don't even necessarily have to be friends, but they are very much connected, very divinely connected. They have a way of reflecting each other's struggles, journey, thoughts, progress, growth. So, wow, 99% at 1111. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. Pull some cards. So, oh shit. Yeah, there's a parasitic issue. I'll explain to you guys why. Because when Michael told me to go ahead and pull cards for the twin flame update, which I was like, why? And I was putting cards away from the Blu-ray update. This specific card came out, and it came out again. After me shuffling and sticking that card in the middle of the deck, shuffling some more. It came out again, and I'll explain that card once I get to it, okay? But that's when I was like, oh, shit. Well, is this like some parasitic stuff going on? And then he just didn't say nothing after that. He was like, just go live. Okay, I'll just go live because you told me to. Let me just get my stuff organized so that I could more easily pull cards. So all of these cards have been shuffled, but I want to just shuffle one more time. Whew. That card had come up too before Michael told me to do a energy update. That same card had come up, and I said, oh. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, let me put that right there. Get this deck. It looks like we're going to be doing quite a few card pulls. So, how do you guys know who your twin is? You might want to refer them to my services page. They need an exorcism, or you need an exorcism. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Oh, shoot. Almost there. Okay. One more shuffle of this deck. Oh, Okay, that's it. That's it. I've had enough. Okay, no, seriously. I'm almost done. This is a very interesting mix of cards. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. This is really... All right. If you guys can do me a favor, this seems very significant. If you can go ahead and share the link for this live stream out on your social media. I am not sharing the link on my business page on Facebook because trolls wait, and I don't want them interrupting the flow of the energy as I read for you guys. This is suddenly no longer funny to me. It's suddenly no longer funny to me, and it seems like a very serious, important message for those that need to hear it. So if y'all could just please do me that favor, share it out on your social media or invite whoever you think needs this. It's a lot of really messed up energy here. A lot. All right. Oh, separation. Shit. Okay. All right. Let's get started. All right. The first stack. I'll start with a card that really made me understand I do need to go live. I can't just be like, no, Mikey, not right now. Don't bother me right now, which I usually do with him. All right. So this was the card, okay? This was the card. It says ideal course of action. So typically when I see this card, I see that reptilian parasitic influence has really reined in, limited your personal power, has affected and is controlling your ability to hear truth. And you see this heading towards a tower. The path you're currently on is heading towards a tower. There's quite a few people that have begun involving themselves in the BS. And this is leading to a whole cluster fluff. Okay. Look at this polar bear seemingly out of place. She has her back to that polar bear. She also has her back to the lion. So with the lion and the lotus behind her, this is basically ignoring the higher levels of messages, interactions with a higher self. The lion is your personal strength. You've turned your back to your own personal power. The polar bear typically for me represents your ability to winter extremely cold environments for you to survive and be comfortable in an extremely cold environment. You've turned your back to that. The ship, there is some sort of ship that is sailing away. All right. What was once full dream, it's now being blown to the wind. It's just all kind of coming apart. So there is something very intense and very significant going on. If it's not going on for you, it's going on for, oh, shit. I never noticed that. Faces in the clouds. You see those? Ooh, you got a little ginger. There's a redhead in the clouds. Okay, let me just stop. But whatever this is, whatever either you or your twin is going through, it's heading directly toward a tower moment. That's where the focus is, going to the tower. And there's all these people that are involved, that are there witnessing this train wreck about to take place. That's intense. That's intense. Ooh-wee. Okay. This has to do with the past. This definitely has to do with the past. Card number 36, Nemesine, the past. one or both of you is fixated on the past. You're not able to face the reality of what's in front of you. You've been allowing yourself to be blinded to what's going on because you're so fixated on remaining at a circumstance or event that occurred in the past. You haven't allowed yourself to move forward from it, or they haven't allowed themselves to move forward from it. And it's very much a parasitic issue, very much a parasitic issue. A lot of thought inception. I wouldn't be surprised if one or both of you is involved with another individual who is very much using the past as a way to entrap you, to keep you locked into whatever phase you're in. And this is the result of that. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. You feel it, you know it, but you don't want to admit it, you don't want to see it. So it's beating your ass. That's something you're choosing though, right? That's definitely something you're choosing. And I mean, I just got to say it how it is. That's something you're choosing. Whoever it is that's choosing to stay in the past, continuing those cycles of the past, that's a choice. That is a choice being made. Oh, step backwards. So card number 37 and then card number 36, it's causing a step down in your evolution, which is okay. Okay, it's okay. Sometimes it's that backward movement that actually propels you further forward. But it's not okay unless you realize at some point you need to release, like the arrow. You keep pulling and increasing the tension. At some point, the bow is either going to break or you're going to recognize it's time to release and let that arrow fly forward. Which, yep, Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that new can enter. So this is an old thing. Again, see the lotus? The lotus is now in your hand. Instead of behind you, it's now in your hand. This is telling you you have the power to end whatever the toxicity is, the toxic circumstance, toxic connection, whatever it is. You have the power to end it. You have the power to allow yourself to grow. You have the personal power to see with clarity. Okay? See with power and heart energy what this is. Now, even though it's a very simple solution of releasing, it's still a holy mountain that you're climbing. It's definitely a very difficult journey and process. You're needing to climb up to greater levels of inner, under, and overstanding of self and soul, of your journey, of the people who are with you on your journey. Yeah, this is hard. You know, you have so much solar energy within you. Yeah, there it is. There is that dark shadow of the moon. And that dark shadow of the moon represents everything that you're trying to ignore and hide about yourself, something within you. And it's needing to come out. It's needing to be seen, acknowledged, and addressed. And until you're willing to do that, this process, this climb is going to burn like a mofo. It's going to burn, okay? Because if you're carrying additional weight as you climb a mountain, I mean, I don't know. I've never done that. I don't know. I've never climbed a mountain with additional weight. Oh, I'm lying. Yes, I have. 100% at 1122. Nice. Here we go. As soon as you're able to release that unnecessary weight and climb the mountain more efficiently, card number 46, Grand Trine Blessings. You are going to be very solidly rooted in your truth, in your reality, and all your blessings will come back to you. I think part of your blessings is a reconnection. I mean, is that really necessary? Do you really need to reconnect? For some, I guess, yes. 46. Interesting. So everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. Oh, that's beautiful. A grand trine is when three planets aspect each other at 120 degrees. This creates an equilateral triangle. Equality, balance, solid foundation. Okay. A grand trine is considered to have an easy flowing energy, either in the natal chart or by transit, and to be an incredibly lucky aspect. Let's see. This creates a sense of wholeness and completion. Let me see. So it's about entering a time of easy flow, or at least many of the impediments you're experiencing are being lifted. This speaks of a period of harmony and ease. But it's best you keep your eye on the prize and not let go of your original purpose. Don't leave it on a shelf. There's a possibility that your success may be lost if you do. So this kind of tells me, gosh, and then it says when it comes to love, when the grand trine card turns up, your existing relationship should improve. And if you're single, you're about to meet a person, or already have, who will be a true partner, not only supportive of you and your success, but someone who will help you advance in your goals. It could indicate meeting up with your perfect mate, but this would only be as long as both of you are willing to nurture the relationship. So what I'm getting, because of that parasitic circumstance at the very beginning, that if one of you is in a relationship or both of you are in a relationship, it could apply to one or both. This grand trine is being used by the parasitic circumstance to lull you into complacency, make you feel as though it's easier and less complicated to just stay when you know this is something that's going to cycle back around. And I don't know. It says, whatever the subject of your question, your path is being cleared. There are a few road bumps, but the most important thing is to follow through on everything you start. There is harmony with this card, but things will not take care of themselves. So unless whoever is in a current relationship, if this is ringing true to you, unless both parties are willing to take care of the circumstance that's causing disharmony, this is being used to delay your forward ascent. Your ascent back up to the greatness that you are. Okay, that's probably part of what is contained within that shadow of the moon. There you go. So that's very interesting. Talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. Oh, what the frick? That's not good. Okay. Oh, God. I need further confirmation. Before I say any of this, I need further confirmation because this is a really huge, huge type of statement to make. And I don't want to just blurt that out because it's not something I want to just blurt out. Hold on. One more shuffle. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Things are just really developing at this point. Wow. I'll pull three. Three for clarity. Three for clarity. All right. This is... All right. Excuse me. Give me 1 second, okay, guys? I need clarification. Okay. Hold on, guys. Oh, this is not even the right fucking book. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is so not good. Well, it has the same meaning. And Seven of Wisdom. Okay. Okay. I needed to go through my process. Stop barking at me. Michael's like, just say it. Just say it. I needed to go through my process. You know, I have my own process for everything. Okay. So I will just say it. I will just say it. So, Talisman of Potency, charging sacred objects of power. What I got from this was there is something being worn on the body, or was being worn, that was task tethered, meaning it's been charmed. It's been infused with an energy that has the intention of controlling, entrapping. It might have been given or explained as a protective talisman, because talisman usually means a protective item, right? But it might be a necklace, because she's like, look at mine right here. Look at that. So it might be a necklace. It might be earrings. It might be a ring. It's something. It's been very much tampered with. And when I wanted to seek clarity, the cards that I got was the Tower card. Hold on. Which you guys probably know what the Tower means, but complete and sudden change, breaking down of old beliefs, abandonment of past relationships, severing of the friendship, changing one's opinion. So it's like this item. Hi, babe.
Hey.
What you got there?
I got you one of these today.
Oh, you did.
They got bigger ones.
Do they?
Ooh.
You're such a fool. So, as I was saying, before this sexy man entered the room and completely stole my attention, and now I'm just lost in this oozing sexiness he's wafting around. Okay. Some item was given, right? And this item was what was quite possibly the determining factor that caused them to go ahead and abandon whatever it was they were developing with you as a pair, as a bonded soul pair. It interfered with that. So that's some shit. Okay, let me just, and then remember, I pulled out 3 cards, right? So Squire of Swords, it was in reverse. Lack of preparation, powerlessness, weakness, an imposter. So it's like this, this sense that what happened was a charm talisman was involved to kind of blind them to the truth of what the connection is between the two of you. And this is not true for all twins, it's true for some. And then they began, whoever gifted them this began to mimic you, try and do whatever they can to, you know, emulate you, the way you dress, the way you talk, the things you're interested in, all of that stuff. And that paired with the magic, you know, it's almost like they just stood no chance. They got bamboozled. And this is not to excuse anything, but then we also get the 7 of Wisdom. A purification is needing to happen. So what is a purification other than a parasitic extraction? In order to purify your field, we must first remove all things that are not there organically, that are nefarious in its intent. So y'all are being watched, okay? Is that a dead bird? What is that? Okay. It doesn't say. I don't know if that's a dead bird hanging. Is that a dead pigeon or a sparrow or something? Do you guys see that? Talagang ang bastos mo. Talagang ang bastos. Okay? Hugas your pekpek. Hugas your pekpek. All right? So anyways. Fucking embarrassment to Filipinos. Anyways, guys. So yeah, that's looking like some real screwy things are going on. You're definitely being watched. I don't know if, or you're doing the watching. Who knows? This could go either way. But one of the twin pair is being watched either by the twin who's in a relationship, or you're in a relationship. This is fucking confusing at this point. One of the twins is being watched either by the other twin or the other twin's significant or partner. This is reading like some fucking witchcraft is involved, a lot of stalking, just some crazy ass stuff. We definitely need an exorcism. Nine of Pentacles. What is this? Hold on, guys. Here we go. So Nine of Pentacles, this is the Lord of material gain. So the pentacles are gently turning, suggesting the gradual exhaustion of their original whirling energy. So whatever the magic was that was done, the dark magic that was done, it's wearing off. Ooh. Venus and Virgo. So this is about complete realization, accomplishment, inheritance, covetousness, treasuring of goods. So again, it reiterates what was said by this card. This coveting of who you are, this wanting to replicate who you are, trying to be something that they see you to be, and enchanting so that things don't get discovered right away. That's crazy. Why are people so crazy? What is this? That's just really crazy. Okay, moving on. Let's put this there. Put this back here. So, Four of Coins. What? If one is blinded by magic, it's hard as hell to fight on. That's true. That is true. Because it's hard. It's really, really hard for you to see through to the root of the issue. Oh. They secretly need your help, but both have a hard time talking about it or letting it go. You're right, JJ. Okay. Four of Coins in reverse. Setbacks, opposition, suspense, and delay. Ooh, what? Spendthrift. Okay. Woo, that's some shit. So I guess this, okay. whoever has the twin that has a wicked ass partner that casts wicked ass fucking black magic shit, they're intentionally having that individual be in circumstance that causes them to continue to spend because it allows them to be in better control. They probably are the one that has a larger income, and they know that if their current partner, the one that they've used magic on, continues to spend beyond their means, they will be powerless and unable to like move out. So a dependency is being created and perpetuated by the one. I wouldn't be surprised if they paid someone to do magic. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's like a mind control. It's definitely like a mind control. That's the sense that I'm getting. It's like a mind control. Let's move on to the next stack because, do you see though? You say you see, but do you see? Damn, this is crazy, you guys. Why do people do this kind of shit? This is crazy. You know, I'm totally of the mindset, like, I'm the kind of person, unless you're pursuing me, there's no pursuing going on. I'm not chasing after nobody. Okay? Okay. Unless I'm like ridiculously attracted to you, which I'm not attracted to anybody. Except my husband, he's attractive. Yeah, no, even if I was attracted to you, I wouldn't be pursuing you. But unless I'm attracted to you, if you're pursuing me, that don't mean shit. Duck and dodge, duck and dodge. I'm just saying, I don't understand why people go to this length. Y'all need some fucking Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Get out the chancla and the belt. Jesus, go out back, get a switch. We need to beat some common sense into some mofos. All right, here we go. So this is definitely a twin flame connection. This is not just a soulmate. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an actual twin ray connection. From my understanding, from what Michael keeps all up in my ear, you can have multiple twin flames. You can even have dark or shadow flames, which is self-explanatory. A false twin, that's what they are. Or a twin ray, which there's only one. There's only one. That's your actual mirror. Okay? So, here we go. This is some fucking shit. Okay. There you go. Card number 13, Power of Attraction. It seems to me that the one that doesn't have the crazy partner is becoming very balanced and healthy in their own mind and their process. And that healing is transferring over to the other twin who has been bamboozled, magically bamboozled. Yeah. No, for real, you've been magically bamboozled, boo-boo. MBB, magically bamboozled, boo-boo. Okay, just focus, girl, focus. So yeah, it's transferring over. It's transferring over, and that healing, that self-healing is initiating their own self-healing. So whatever this was that was done is being slowly undone, but it comes in spurts. Because it's seeming like, and if I'm reading this accurately, it's seeming like as they heal, the significant other goes and does something else, keeps upping the ante, upping the ante. So this is a real, true divine connection. This is not, I mean, if this is really, really resonating, is this not some just bullshit crush? This is a real, true connection. It doesn't necessarily mean romantic connection, but it's a very real, very true soul connection. Now, card number 22, communication. Communication needs to be established. And this is why they're watching so closely what's being written. So maybe this isn't you, maybe this is the other person, and their partner watches them so closely to make sure they don't save enough money, to make sure they're not writing letters texting, messaging, doing any contact. Okay. I think that might be what this card is actually about. So communication needs to be reestablished. Well, I don't know. If communication is reestablished, Sagittarius, I see, then you'll be able to see. They'll be able to see what's going on. But is it up to you to be messaging and reaching out and inserting yourself in whatever is going on over there? I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant to encourage you guys to do that because that might be what causes shit to hit the fan. Okay. Sagittarius, I see. 1144. Love it. So luck is not chance, it's toil. Fortune's expensive smile is earned. You're just about ready to hit your mark. Okay. Oh shit. Wait. Was there a horse? Was there a horse? Wait. Was that from another reading? I don't know. That was from another reading. I was like, wait, this is all making sense. That was from another reading. But that would be why that was really brought to my attention. I think it was the last reading I did, the other energy update. Anyways, let's see. The ancient symbol for Sagittarius is half man, half horse, known as a centaur, a creature trained in the art of archery, who always manages to hit his target no matter how far he roams. So he's roamed, and I'm just saying he because that's what the book said. He's roamed pretty far at this point, but he's aiming to come back home. And y'all live at the top of a mountain. There's so much interference, though. So much interference. Okay. Let's see. This one's a good one for the people who like to comment stuff about religion. Wicca, paganism, and the Catholic Church are all ruled by Sagittarius. When you think about it, these religions, with their pomp and ceremony, candles, and incense, have much in common. I just found that hilarious. Sagittarians tend to be rather lucky, but have a habit of not handling money well and will sometimes squander any wealth that comes to them, which is what this is going on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a potentiality that for some of you, this involves a Sagittarius, or you might be the Sagittarius, and you have to really count your pennies, okay? You have to really count your pennies because, oh, shit. I'm about to vomit. Michael says I'm missing a detail, and look at his pointer finger. It contains a ring. A ring. So the pointer finger, the metaphysical significance of the pointer finger is ego, personal power. Your personal power has been clamped down. And notice how that pointer finger is pointing towards money. The personal power has been clamped down because of money. That's just some shit. So much stuff needing to be said. Look at all these books. Whoever it is has been mentally composing letter upon letter upon letter upon letter to try and correct whatever happened between the two of you. And it seems like none of them have been sent because of the ever watchful eye of the other person. That's just some crazy shit, yo. Okay. Ooh, visit to a casino. Meet me at the casino. Just saying. $5 slots. Max bet. Okay, stop. We are not gambling. You know you can't control yourself in there. Okay. Ooh, you might embrace a new philosophy. So I think the mind slide that occurred, which is a mind spell, some people will call it a mind slide. It's being undone. and your perception is, or their perception is going to be shifted. Oh, 2 snaps. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins. Why the fuck someone put reins on you in the first place? You are not a beast of burden. You are not chattel to be traded and owned, dominated, domesticated. What the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? See? Freya, bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. It's time to undo the reins. It's time to undo their control, okay? Undo it. Just undo it. No more participation in that. Stack up your chips and be out. So, where was my thought? So the communication that needs to take place in order for the healing to occur, that will empower them. Okay, that will definitely empower them. Half of their mind is where they're at right now. The other half is focused on you. It's all bright and sunny. And they're like, the fuck did I get myself into? Fucking A. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. What the hell? Okay. Okay. So look at this, okay? Man, this is real crazy. So the ship has sailed. Yeah, the ship has sailed. Man, look at that. That's basically like life rafts, and they are braving the open ocean to get to safer ground. Look at her earring. It's like the ice. The ice is melting. Their ability to hear truth is coming back. This is some shit right here. Wow. Blue butterflies too. Yep. I like that. I like that a lot. So that empowerment leads to their moment of rebirth, card number 24. Now understand, birth, any type of birth, spiritual birth, physical birth, imagined birth, any type of birth is very messy. Okay, it's very, very messy. There's a lot of there's a lot of chaos often involved. It's not always chaos that's external, meaning it's not always that everyone that's around the mother as she's birthing is screaming and running around. Sometimes the chaos is internal, where the mother is like, I can't do this, I have to. I can't do this, I have to. So it's a lot of chaos, but the rebirthing is happening. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just weirded out at this point. I'm just weirded the fuck out. Which card? Which card? Oh, this one. Okay. I remember I was like, is that a fucking bird that's been strangled? Right? A strangled bird dangling. She bringing the bird back. I'm bringing sexy back. Yep. You other girls don't know how to act. Yep. I'm just saying. Okay, you're coming back. You're coming back with a vengeance. And if you look here, that's a dark moon with a serpent. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with it, but there is a strong sense that in this image, the serpent represents trickery, represents intentional confusion, represents intentional misinformation to really delay the rebirthing process, to complicate it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work. I see a boot foot. The bottom of a boot. Where is it? Right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks like the bottom of a cowboy boot. I mean, it's seeming like Archangel Michael's about to get involved. He likes to put his feet on people's faces and just, not even joking. Google up Archangel Michael. You'll see him with his fucking foot on Shaitan's head. He got a fixation, a foot fetish is what. I'm just messing around. He's got a foot fetish though. I'm just saying. Michael got a foot fetish. Temple of Black Obsidian, the dark healing chamber. So a lot of darkness is wrapped around the entire circumstance, around both twins, around the whole thing. Now, we can either choose to see darkness as scary and creating a sense of weakness, powerlessness, whatever it is. But, you know, Black Obsidian is very protective. Black Obsidian is a result, a product of volcanoes, volcanic matter. The heat from a volcano melts the rocks and turns it into glass. So that fire that you guys are experiencing, right? This is a baptism through the flames. It's a baptism through the flames. And as you enter the flame and feel the, you know, your world as you know it being burned up and melted, you are being transmuted. You are being transformed into something with clarity, because really high grade obsidian is actually see-through. It's pretty amazing stuff. I'm not even joking. I have a knife made of obsidian. I like it. Anyways, so yeah. So what this is actually a dark healing chamber for both twins. Both. So it's basically the sense that I get is whoever is with the crazy ass partner, they weren't ready. They weren't ready for a reconnection, 1155. They weren't ready for a reconnection. They had to go through all of this bullshit to understand the gravity of your light, to understand exactly the blessing that you are. Well, that's yellow. Bad, buddy. Okay, let me see. Hold on, guys. That was quite a mess. Right. Card number 27. 27. The hunter. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. He's a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. They know how to find their way back to you. Or you know how to find your way back to this connection. If this is a connection that you need in order to continue your self-healing, you know how to get it. You know how to go back to it. And it's a matter of you recognizing that you've been perpetuating a cycle of taking, receiving more than you actually need. Now, or they, because again, the material, the monetary is what's being used to control. The dependency, the addiction that was created to either a lavish lifestyle. Yeah, probably a lavish lifestyle. Probably more travel than what's necessary, more material things than what's necessary, all of that. Okay, all of that. So you have to release your addiction to that, or they have to recognize that's what's going on. They're being controlled in that way. So 2 coins. Okay. Kevin Coin. Have you heard of that makeup artist? He's freaking fabulous. 2 of coins in reverse. Agility in handling matters. Simulated enjoyment. Letter, message. Forced gaiety. All right. So it seems as though, and look at their faces. Like, oh yeah, you want to go on another trip? Yeah, you want to buy something else that I can't afford? Okay, let's go halves on it. Yeah, no, it's a forced thing. That it's another reiteration of how money, wealth of some kind is being used to keep them bound to whatever's going on. That's very interesting. And then the whole thing about letter and message. The whole thing about the letter, the message, again, that's a reiteration of a need to establish contact. There's so many written messages that aren't being sent because of the ever watchful eye, because it's that communication. Remember the other card. Here we go. Communication that leads to the rebirth, the empowerment, the healing. Let me see. Now, this card. Okay. So the foolish man in reverse, the spirit of ether. Okay. Bad decision, indecision, apathy, hesitation. So it's the fear. Oh, it's this card. The bags are packed. The bags are packed. They know how to handle this circumstance, but they're still afraid. There's hesitancy because of the thorns, the potentiality of being hurt, hurting the other person. There's a lot of emotional manipulation that's been going on. It's been going on for some time now. Crocodile tears, crocodile. Look at this ravenous wolf just wanting to consume. So, just kind of keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The third and final stack, because I'm over it. I know, right? Okay. Let's see. It's the circle life, and it moves us all. Okay. So, card number 23, Aquarius. I know. Let's see. Oh, opened it to it. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So, if you're the twin that is having a hard time letting go of your fear of being hurt, the best way to guarantee that you will continue to hurt is by not taking the chance and moving forward with what your soul is guiding you to do. All right? Expect to be tested and shown waves of the future. There you go. Okay, so Aquarians tend to have a natural aptitude for genius. Even those that are not geniuses are able to collect fact and knowledge far beyond the scope of those other signs. So, I mean, whoever got enchanted, whoever experienced the spell being cast on them, you know what's going on. You've been seeing the signs for some time that something's being done to you, but you've been allowing yourself to continue to be manipulated because of your fear of some unknown factor. So, I mean, I don't know why people should feel sorry for you. Aquarians can be very stubborn in their views, even when those views appear off the wall to others. They will fight long and hard just to have the freedom to stay weird. Okay. Let's see. Wow. That's weird. So this card was originally upside down. I don't typically read oracle cards with upright or reverse, but I read this part. If the Aquarius card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured friends and friendly alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. I read that and I was like, oh, well, that's hopeful. And then Michael said, but the card was in reverse. So which would mean the opposite. So then that tells me whoever the partner is has infiltrated the family and their circle of friends. Is a narcissist. This is a narcissist. They're probably talking shit about the individual to their own friends and family to garner sympathy, to further entrap them, to further keep them stuck. Let's see. This card is about standing alone, the future, mastery. That's crazy. So card number 33, be gentle with yourself. Okay? Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. There's a lot of dark. Ooh, look at all those faces. My gosh. Those are faces. I was going to say there's a lot of dark swirling, but some of those are faces, which is like, what? So I wouldn't be surprised if the twin with a partner who's been talking shit about the twin to their own friends and family is also talking shit about you. I wouldn't be surprised if they're watching everything you do. I really wouldn't be surprised. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Because I'm an antagonist. Yeah, because I am. I'm an antagonist. You try and fuck with me, I will antagonize you. I can't help it. I can't help it. Okay? I can't help it. So here, card number 8, the circle. What have you allowed into your circle? What is your circle composed of? Because it's really not just you in that circle. So you have to begin really being aware. Are you reflecting the imbalance, the nefarious darkness, the ill intent that's swirling around the other person? Or are you only calling in that which serves your growth, which fuels your rise? And if you can consciously choose to continue to rise, and one of the most, I guess, fatal flaws of a twin pairing that's in separation is that one of the twins will be like, oh my God, I'm so worried about them. I need to help them. I need to save them. And all you did was further fuel their bullshit. With all of that fixation on them, all of your energy is going to them and they're feeding a fucking succubus. I ain't even joking. They're feeding a succubus. This is succubus energy. If you want to heal that shit, focus on yourself. Stop looking at their stuff. Don't check in. Don't, no. Enough is enough, right? If enough is enough, you're going to stop feeding the succubus right along with them. Close off your energy. Keep yourself contained, all right? Get in control of your reaction to that circumstance. That is not your circumstance. That is their circumstance. That is a lesson they're needing to learn. You are not going to help them by giving them a cheat sheet, by, like paying someone else to take their test. You know what I mean? So just focus on your growth. Focus on keeping yourself centered. This is not selfish. This is one of the most compassionate, loving, healing things that you can do. Because when you focus on yourself and your growth, you heal yourself. And if they truly are that divine reflection of you, they have no choice but to mirror your healing. So they will then begin to choose to heal themselves, whether they're checking in with you or not, whether they know what you're going through or not. They will have no choice but to begin reflecting that. They will actively choose that for themselves. So be very big and bold in your vision. Stop constricting your throat. Speak your truth, okay? To yourself, not to them, to yourself. Speak your truth. I deserve to be happy and valued and be peaceful. I deserve that. And until they're able to reflect that, they can go do that somewhere else. But the moment they're able to reflect that inner peace, inner stillness, I am welcoming them. I am open to a reconnection and further lessons learned together. Okay? See what I'm saying? Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? And if you're going to say being with so-and-so, that's bullshit. That's the monkey mind. That's coveting. That's not the heart's true desire. All of our hearts beat the same. They all beat through electric impulse, stimulating the muscle to contract and release, contract and release. So what is our heart's true passion? Peace. love, stillness. That's all. That's all. The heart, the truth of the heart is not tied to a single person. I mean, aren't we at a point in our human development that we can transplant one heart into another body? Obviously, the heart is not tied to one individual, right? If we can do that, what's that tell you? If you are attaching yourself to one person because they're going to fix you, they're going to make you whole, you're part of the problem. You're reflecting their bullshit. And if you're both reflecting the same bullshit, well, yeah, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And if that's what's going on, you have to enter a state of radical acceptance. That's their circumstance. You've been mirroring it. It's time to change. It's time to no longer mirror it. Look at her face. Does she look like she wants to play mirrors? No. She's done. She's done. You're done. Be done with it. And when you're done, you don't go back to check what they've posted. You don't go back. You don't do any of that. You're done. You're done. And when you're done, it gives them an energetic signal, just like the heart gets an energetic electrical signal to pump. It tells them, okay, this cycle needs to be done. Just be done with it. Be done with it. The lunar queen, she of the celestial crescent, like croissants. I'm hungry. Let me see. The lunar queen. I gotta get back to work. The lunar queen. Here we go. The lunar queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential balancing to our actions of power and demonstration. You're asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting you are in a cycle of creation that's about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. How perfect is this card? Release, release. Allow yourself to replenish yourself. You're entering a new phase. You're entering a new phase. Allow it. Stop holding on to a circumstance that no longer needs you to continue feeding it. Okay? You don't need to continue feeding it. Isis, as lunar queen, understands the cycles of creative power and flow. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of a desire to force, control, and make things happen, to exert might and willpower to bring what you wish for into being by sheer determination, exertion, and force. Yet the vast creative power of the feminine principle is in honoring and flowing with cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what's happening right now, realizing that this actually brings us divine manifestation and creation more effortlessly and gracefully and into great effect. The celestial crescent is the moon in her changing form. This oracle comes to you at a time when you are shifting from one phase in your spiritual and creative journey into a new phase. This is a time to pay deep attention to the messages of your body and allow them to guide you. Do you need to balance your activity with more rest? Do you need to be actively creating, but from a more relaxed and allowing rather than demanding or forceful mental state? Or is it time for you to spring into action once more? The quiet times are dark moon energies, the times when you will sense your inner wisdom, your body wisdom, that you are in need of replenishing and percolation. The other times when you feel the inner oven timer has rung and it's time to get that delicious meal on the table, your body will urge you to dance, to act, to communicate, to be bold and take steps. These are full moon energies. So now you're 12-12. Now you're encompassing energies that are of both the crescent and the full moon. You're needing to experience both polarities. This is the ultimate reunification that's occurring, okay? Reunification within yourself, masculine and feminine within yourself, dark and light within yourself. No more of that focus on an external thing, an external person that has their own journey and their own process and their own timeline. Their journey might be connected to yours, but it's still theirs. It is theirs to decide to either flow through, fuck up, whatever it is, let them decide for themselves. That's the real truth of love. If you truly, truly, truly love your twin, which we don't know if it really is or not, do we? If you truly love that person, you're going to let them be as free as they need to be without any interference from you whatsoever. No attempts to control energetically in real life. It doesn't matter. Let them go through their process. And if that means their process involves their utter and complete destruction, so be it. And it's not cold. It's not cold-hearted to be able to love in such a way that accepts them just as they are. If your twin is one that's full of self-sabotage, so be it. I will still love you from afar. But you will not sabotage my journey. That is not how love works. I will not continue to allow energies to flow between us so long as you are in a self-destructive phase of your journey. You destroy yourself by yourself. And this is one of the most loving, powerful things you can do for your twin. Because you know what? It is a falsity to think that allowing yourself to be destroyed with them is a loving thing. Because if you're both destroyed, who the fuck's doing the rebuilding? But if you let them destroy themselves, you let them do their process, respect the decision to do that process, you then will be fully rejuvenated and ready, able, willing to help with the rebuilding when they ask you to. And that's the truth of love. Love has a power to destroy just as efficiently as it can rebuild, just as efficiently and potent, the potency to fortify. Trust that your souls knew what they were planning, that all these details were pre-planned before you even came into body. Trust that your souls knew what each of you had to experience together and alone to maximize the level of growth, to attain the highest levels of potentiality. Don't be so limited in your ability to recognize people are like wildflowers. They cannot be told how or when to grow. They grow haphazardly in the light of their own truth, watered by their own tears. Love them enough to respect that. Okay? So the last two cards. Right. Knight of Coins. A mature and responsible person, reliable, methodical, patient, persistent, ability to conclude a task, laborious, organized. This is what you need to be for the both of you. This is what you need to be for the both of you. You love them so much, then be this for them. Silently from afar until they reach out and let you know, I need you. I need you. Help me. Next card. Okay. Watch over me. Ready to lose my feet. So you got Justice in reverse, daughter of the Lord of Truth. Lamed. Okay. That's pretty fun. Okay. So let us see. Okay. So this is a card of Libra. It shows balance between light and dark, yin and yang, black and white. In reverse, it's about bigotry, bias, false accusations, intolerance. So this is their card. This is what, whichever of the twins has the crazy ass partner, this is your card. Your reality that comes from your own thoughts, and those thoughts that lead to the actions that you choose for yourself is the root, the blockage that caused the separation. Yeah. Uh-huh. What does that even mean? Why is the hand up there? Equilibrium needs to be reestablished. Um, so, okay. Here's what I'm getting, all right? They feel really small, so they're trying to prove that they're that big. I'm this big. I'm not this. I'm this big. I'm this big. And it's like, no, bro, you're not that big. You're not. You're not that big. There's no competition. You don't need to prove that you don't need the other person because you're whole on your own. You're whole on your own. And they're so caught up in ego, trying to prove that they're above you. They're above this. This is what caught them off guard with all the bullshit that went on. They have the ability to defend themselves. Don't feel bad for them. They have the ability to defend themselves, to fight their own battles. They choose not to, because instead they're focused on you, proving to you that you ain't shit to them. Well, then play on, player. Play on. I don't know what to say. Play on. That's the only thing you can really say or do when someone has that mindset. When someone wants to be of this mindset where they would rather fully destroy themselves and possibly you in the process to prove a point. Yeah, it's a harsh reality. It's definitely a harsh reality. Play on, player. You play. I don't play those games. I'm gonna be over here sipping my cold ass coffee to match my cold feelings towards you. I'm just saying. Nice and frosty. Okay, so I think that might be the issue. The reason all of this even started. Parasitic influence caused their insecurities to rise up and flare out of control. And so they began choosing behaviors that are not only misaligned with the truth between the two of you, but also misaligned with their values, their truth, their needs. This is all they're doing. Whoever is, it's not necessarily there. Whoever is with the crazy partner. Okay, it might not be the other person. For some, it might be actually be you. You might be with a crazy ass partner. And instead of focusing on your issues, you're fixating on the twin. I'm in this circumstance because you didn't want me. No, you're in that circumstance because you chose to be. That's another flat ass truth. We all choose to be in whatever circumstance we're in. You can choose to opt out of it if you want, but so long as you're focused on blaming someone else for some reason, I don't know, then you're not going to fix your circumstance. It's going to continue to perpetuate. It's going to get a lot worse. From the looks of this, whoever this crazy partner is hell-bent on ruining you if you decide to ever leave. And it's for whichever twin is with the crazy partner. If they're willing to do spell casting on items that they're gifting you to control you, that's some really, really demonic ass shit. That stems from a very, very nefarious mindset. Yeah, that's some really, and because the feeling is this was given when it was still in the honeymoon phase. It wasn't even bad yet. Imagine if they're willing to go to that length and it was still good between the two of them. I don't even know what the fuck they do once they realize, okay, I can't control them anymore. They're really going to leave. That's not going to be good. And for whoever the twin is that's not with that crazy ass partner, I would definitely work on your self-empowerment before that implodes and they come back to you like, I'm so sorry, I fucked up. You better work on yourself so that you can be prepared for whatever fuckery comes from this, because there's going to be a massive amount of collateral damage. If what I'm reading is accurate, which who knows, I don't know. If what I'm reading is accurate, because I could be wrong. Family's been involved. Your most intimate circle of friends has been involved. There's a lot of spying going on. I don't know if it's the twin or the twin's partner. There's a lot of spying going on, a lot of checking in, looking at posts, you know, all this. So, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to tell you, fuck with their mind. Post some real happy shit. Don't waste your time. Unless you're really called to, you know, celebrate aspects of your life and stuff. Don't waste your time. But a lot of shit's going on. A lot of shit is going on. A lot of comparisons. The two of them are very, very, very toxic. They feed each other's toxicity. Man, how about we just send up a petition to God Source? Do away with the whole twin shit. Let's just scrap that project. And let's go back to solo projects. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? We could do, like, I don't know, a class action spiritual lawsuit. Just kidding. That's the dumbest shit I've ever said. I'm just saying, let's all put up a petition. Jesus, I kiss my thought and send it to you. Do away with this bullshit. That's not a funny answer, Mike. He's all serious. He goes, you know why this exists? It's only through this level of adversity and challenge that you grow to your highest potentiality. We can't even tell jokes. Jesus Christ. We can't even tell jokes. You know what would be awesome? I'm just saying it would be awesome. Michael says, don't say that. I shouldn't say that because then I'll get a lot of messages from other types of people. Yeah. And for the people that are messaging me that, oh, you're my twin. No, you don't want this level of cray. You don't want none of this. Stick to the basic twins. Stop trying to upgrade the cray level of your twin. Stick to the basic twins. You can't handle this. I'm just saying. So, okay, reading is done. I don't have anything else to say. Okay, one more freaking card. You know I'm hungry, right? I don't know how you expect me to read when I'm hungry. One more card, guys. One more card. One more freaking card. This one is from Kiki. She never lets her homies down. Kiki. Yeah, she loves me. Where's Kiki? There's Kiki. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. 8 immortals. Damn. Well, that's your twin and all their personalities. Okay, let me just. Card number 9, 8 immortals. That's the wrong number. Card number 9, 8 immortals. The message is, I can't. I don't know what it's going to say, but I really don't want to read it. Okay. The messages you've been receiving that are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self are from your higher guidance. The 8 immortals and other beings of divine light and divine love are guiding you. It's safe to follow these messages now. Doing so will bring you greater joy. Sometimes you may question whether you're in contact with genuine spiritual guidance or engaging in wishful thinking. Genuine guidance is simple, clear, and repetitive. Is that why you keep repeating yourself? I thought you were just being a broken record. When you ask for confirmation, it will come. The more open you are, the more quickly the confirmation can reach you in the form of signs, conversations, and serendipitous happenings. So y'all need to go look at one of my most recent posts on my Facebook business page. It's about messages that soul gives me. This is hilarious. Look it up, guys. Look it up. Like the universe is playing a joyful, loving game with you. It sure is. The guidance will be uplifting and helpful. Sometimes it will ask you to take a step that feels challenging, and yet true guidance always proves itself in that it only asks of you what is right and just for your highest good. It always serves the highest good of all involved in any situation, no matter what our fears might be. It's good to be careful and discerning about the quality of guidance that you're seeking, but it's usually an easy task to identify when guidance is not of higher vibrational variety. It will be judging of you, of others. It will not feel right. Even if genuine guidance feels like it's asking you to do something unexpected or something that feels like a real stretch for you, it will still feel right in your own heart to do so. Genuine guidance, even when challenging, brings a sense of rightness and peace in your heart, whereas lower vibrational guidance or thoughts or wishful thinking doesn't bring you into deeper peace. It simply confuses and confirms judgment. It isn't nearly as helpful. Sift through your thoughts and feelings to come to the genuine guidance and true spiritual knowing within you now. You can call upon the eight immortals and any being that loves you unconditionally and trust that you will receive quality guidance. No, we're not doing that process. Oh, well, shit. The process involves taking a pen and some paper or your journal and writing a letter. Oh my God. I can't make this shit up, yo. Okay. I'm just saying. Michael, I'm sick of your damn games. I need to eat. I'm done. You guys, thank you for sharing this space with me. Thank you for being open to listening to my interpretation of whatever the hell this was. It would be good if you separate your energy. If they're truly having a parasitic circumstance, sorcery, witchcraft, black witchcraft, not all witchcraft is bad. The whole concept that witches are evil is fucking bullshit, okay? All right? As someone who has gotten all of their sacraments except the sacraments of death, baptized and confirmed, raised in a very devoutly Catholic home, I have witch blood running through my veins, okay? I'm not evil. There's nothing nefarious about me. I have a beautiful heart capable of such extreme compassion and generosity. I have witch blood running through my veins. It is a part of me. It is a gift to me so I can further my purpose in this life. What this is not just witchcraft. This is nefarious black magic. Separate yourself from this shit. This cannot be allowed to pollute your pool. Keep yourself pure because they're going to need it. Once they really truly recognize what the fuck's been going on, they're going to need you. And you won't be able to help in any way, shape, or form if you allow yourself to be tainted by this nefarious darkness. Yep. You won't be able to do shit for them. You're just going to keep reinfecting each other. I'm just saying, don't fall for it. Sometimes one of the most effective tools of darkness is to harness your compassion, take advantage of your empathy, cause you to feel guilty and ashamed for not martyring yourself, sacrificing yourself for them. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to be strong and ready for when they ask you for help. If you really, truly want to help, that's what you need to do. You need to work on yourself, work on that inner child, work on that shadow self. Begin to understand what self-love actually means to you, because it's a different thing for every single person. Self-love is a different thing for every single person. For some people, it's a superficial type of love where they're just going to treat themselves to a spa, buy new things, go on a little date with themselves. That's not necessarily self-love. That's distractions. When you truly love something, you can look it in the eyes and be very honest, very raw in your truth, very authentic. There's aspects of myself, because I'm so madly in love with my husband, aspects of myself that only he has ever seen. Things that I wouldn't show other people because that's just for me. But because I love him so much, he has seen all the aspects of me. When you love yourself enough, you can look at every part of who you are and still be like, you're welcome, come home. Yes, dark part, you're welcome, come home. You need to come home. Come back to me, come home. So understand what self-love is, figure that out for yourself, see what it means, how you define it, and use that definition to heal yourself. Because when they come around, you can't have any of this stuff still not finished, or you're both going to fall. We don't want any more falling. Pedro! Pedro! He's so distracting. 100% at 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4, divine order. 78 watches, 28 likes. 7, completion. 8, reunification. 2, divine guidance. 8, reunification. Divine order of things, meaning you work on yourself first, leads to a completion of a cycle that leads to the reunification of your parts, which then guides you to the reunification of what's external from you. Best way to end this. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. So yeah, let's consider writing that petition to do away with the whole twin thing. We could just do that, you know? It's a joke, Michael, it's a joke. Love you guys. Bye.